Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. My name is Ariba Zuhaib. Due to some unavoidable circumstances, your instructor, Ma'am Saira, is not here today. So I will be guiding you through the lecture. Inshallah, she will be here with you all next week. So let's begin with our lecture of the day. First of all, let's take a review of what we have learned up till now. First, let's all discuss that we are all not the same, right? We are born different, we have different features, we have different height. Some of us are short in height, some of us have a little long height, some of us are fat, some of us are thin, we have different body shapes, we have different face features, right? That's what makes us different from each other. We are all born with the same things, right? We have two eyes, two ears, one mouth, one nose, two legs, two arms. These are all the same things that we all have. But these parts of our body can be different in height, in weight, in length, right? So these are all different things. We can be different from each other with these characteristics and features. Okay, so now let's see that we have names for our different parts of the body, right? When you are going somewhere, when you are walking, the most and the first thing that you use are your legs, right? And then when you see something, you see through your eyes. So each part of the body has a different name. Now, students, tell me that once you are walking and going somewhere and you see different things around you, what are the two things that are helping you walk first of all and then see? You are walking with your legs, right? And then you see through your eyes. Yes. So we all have different parts of body that have different jobs and they help us with different things, right? Now, then you learned about your senses. Your senses are those parts that help you to explore the world around you. For example, can you all tell me how many senses do we have? Yes, right, we have 5 senses. These senses are the sense of sight, the sense of hearing, the sense of touch, the sense of taste, and the sense of smell or feel. So these are our senses through which we find out about the world or the things around us. Now students, you have to do this exercise that is based on this topic, that we are all same but we are different because we have different characteristics of our body. We can be fat, we can be thin, we can be long, short, tall. Yes, and we have different face features. Yeah, you might have different nails, you might have different eyes. Eyes can be small or big, and then you might have long hairs or short hairs, right? We are all born in the same way, but our features, our characteristics of the body makes us different from each other. So we are going to do the exercise, that is, circle the answer that is true for you. You have to think about the answer and then you have to circle it. The first question says, do you look like your brothers or sisters? So, if you look like your brothers or sisters or any one of them, you have to circle the word true. T-R-U-E, true. You have to circle this word. And if you don't look like any one of them and you might look like your mother or father, or any of your other relative or any of your close relative, then or any other, you have to circle on the word false. F-A-L-S-E, false. Let's move on to the next one. Do you look like your friends in the class? So, do you think that you resemble to any of your friend in the class? If you think yes, so you have to circle the word true, starting from T. That's T-R-U-E, true. Circle this word. And if you think you don't look like them, you are really different, then you have to circle the word false. That is starting from the word F. F-A-L-S-E, false. Right, next move on to the next one. Who do you look most like? Now they are asking you, out of all these people, like your brother, sister and friend, who do you look like? So you have to write your answer in the line given below. If you look like your friend, you have to circle the first written word, that is my friend. Write it in the line below. If you look like your brother, you have to circle the second word, that says my brother. Or if you look like your sister, you have to circle the next word that says my sister. So you have to choose any one of these answers and write it in the line below. Now, these are some of the fill in the blanks about our body, parts of the body. You have a word bank that is going to help you to fill in the given blanks. Word bank is all for your help. There will be given certain words, so you have to choose the correct word from this list and fill it in the blank given below. The first one is, my fingers are connected to my dash. Now, can you all look at your fingers and tell me that are your fingers connected to something? Yes. Then what is this thing? Your fingers are connected to your hand, right? So you can choose the word hand from the word bank given above and you can write hand. Good. Now next go to the next one. My hand is connected to my arm. Guys, do you all know that what is the meaning of the word connected? Connected means joined. What is the thing? What is that specific part of the body that is joining these two things? Like the fingers and hands are joined together, right? And then if you think, now tell me that what is your hand connected to? If you see your hand, do you feel it is connected to something? All parts of our body are connected to something. They are joined together. So your hand is connected to your arm, right? So you are going to take the word arm from the word bank and write it in the blank. Now the next one is, my arm is connected to my dash. If you move your arm, can you see that from where it is joined? Where it is connected to? It is connected to your shoulders, right? If you move your arm, you'll see that when you are moving your arm, you're also moving your shoulder, right? So you are going to write the word shoulder from the list. Now the fourth one is, my toes are connected to my foot. So once again, can you all look at your foot and tell me that where are your toes connected to? Your toes are connected to your foot, right? So you will choose the word foot from the word bank and fill it in the blank. The next one is, my foot is connected to my dash. So once you are done with my toes are connected to my foot, now can you all tell me that Where is your foot connected to? It is connected to your leg, right? Once you move your foot, you will be able to see that what is moving your foot? Your leg, right? So in the second last blank, you will write my foot is connected to my leg. So you will choose the word leg and write it in the blank. And the last one is my leg bends at my knee. So even if you are sitting or standing, can you all just bend your knee for a while and tell me at what point it is connected? How it is bending? How it is bending? It is being bent at your knees, right? So that bending part where you're bending your legs is called the knee, right? Now, we have heard or learned about some different parts of the body and what do, how they are connected to each other. So the next is our five senses. So we already discussed that we have five senses, right? So those five senses you can learn on your fingertips so that you all can remember that we have five senses. Like you have 5 fingers in one hand, so you can remember this like this, okay? That you have 5 senses. Now let's all discuss about the 5 senses. You are going to answer the given questions and you are going to choose the word from the blue line that you can see below. So in the word bank, you are given the words of seeing, hearing, feeling, taste, smell. So all of these words you are going to put in the blanks above and let's see how we can do it. Number 1. Which two senses do you most do to find your way to school? Which two senses do you use most to find your way to school? So imagine if you are going to school, you are in your car or you are in your bus, you are going to your school. So what are the two things, the two senses that you are using the most? Yes, you are seeing the world around you with your eyes and you are also hearing things with your ears, right? So these are the two most used senses once you are going to your school, right? Even once you are sitting in your classroom and your teacher is giving you some lecture, so the most thing that you do is you are sitting, you are seeing her, yes, and you are listening to her, you are hearing what she is saying, right? So these are the two things that you use the most when you are on your way to school. So you are going to choose the word of seeing and hearing and you are going to put it in the two blanks. Now let's go to number 2. Which three senses tell you that food is bad and not safe to eat? So imagine if you have something lying on your table, but you don't know whether it's fresh or not. If something is not fresh, it might not look good to you, it might not taste well, and you might have a bad feeling about it, that no, I can't eat it. You really want to eat it, but it doesn't look nice to you, it doesn't smell nice, so you don't feel like eating it. So all these senses tell you that the food is bad. So first of all, our feeling, yes, the feeling, it can say that no, it doesn't look nice, I don't want to eat it by looking at it. And then the taste, you might have tasted a little pinch of it just to try it out and then you feel, oh no, the food has really gone bad, you can't eat it. And the smell, even if you have not eaten it, you can just even smell it and tell the food is rotten. Rotten means it has gone bad. So you are going to take the words feeling, taste and smell and put it in these three blanks that are given above. So our fill in the blanks are done now. Let's do reinforcement of what we have done up till now. So we all have different parts of our body, and each part of the body has a different job to do. For example, can you all point to your eyes and tell me, what do you do with your eyes? We see with our eyes, right? Next, can you all point to your ears and tell me that what do your ears do? Yes, you use your ears for hearing something. So, every part of the body has a different task. They all perform a different job, right? We have different senses, different parts of the body, so they all have different jobs to do. We are all same. We are born small, yes, and then we grow bigger and bigger, right? So we might have different features, different characteristics of our body that make us different from each other. Yes, we all have same, those 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth, 2 legs and 2 hands, but the characteristics of our body and our features of the face make us different from each other. You might have big eyes, or your friend has small eyes, but you're all born the same way, born small, but you have different characteristics, right? You all, when you come to school, or you might look at your friends, you might say that we are all human beings. We all have those same parts of the body, but how they are different? They are big or small, tall or short. So these are the things that differentiate us from each other. Now we all have 5 senses, and the 5 senses are the sense of sight, that is the sense of seeing, the sense of touch, the sense of taste. You can taste the food and you can tell that it is good to eat, it is bad to eat. You can smell it also and you can tell that it's good. And then once you are hearing something, you listen to the cartoons on the TV, you listen to some music, but if you listen to some really bad noise of the cars rushing on the road, you might not like it. So all these senses tell us something. Yes, so we use these different parts of our body to sense the world around us. So students, that was all for the day. I hope whatever you have learned, you are going to go through the lesson again, and you are going to complete the fill in the blanks that we did today. And whatever question you have, you can write it in your Google Classroom, and then your teacher, your science teacher, is going to answer it. Just make sure you do your work neatly and go through the lesson again and again for a better understanding. That's all for today. So take care. Allah Hafiz.